I'm
Hey, how are
good.
you? Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and we gonna start it. I know you're an interviewer. Um, however you want to start it off, I'm okay with it. Ari does have some. The reason why I had wanted to do a panel, and I'm gonna explain to y'all why I wanted to do a panel, is because I sent all the messages. I've sent the things that he said about low. I've sent everything
If it's a if
everything
it's
as
a
far
way
as
I
our
can
whole
get them to
conversation.
sweet,
So
if it's a way
no
I can
one
get
will
them
be
to
able to say,
her,
okay,
then I
she's
can get them to
fornicating.
her, or I can just read them out. Unless Sweet have a way I can get them to her. Actually,
Yeah, you can click on my name. Is
if you have
on
a
my name.
device, Sweet, just test my bingo phone. It's four seven
I do.
four seven zero.
Hold on.
Okay, y'all, make sure y'all gifting. We need to stay at the top of this list, okay? We need to stay at the top of this list.
Okay,
Four
what is it,
seven
Ari?
zero 923 6280.
That's me right there, Ari.
Okay.
Okay. So, Candy. Y'all already know who we have Candy
Hmm.
here, and we also have Ari here today, you guys. And we're gonna talk a little bit about what's been going on since last week, you guys. So if y'all don't be mind, make sure y'all follow all of us, and make sure you gift the panel as well. Candy. Now you and Snake, aka Snake, right? That's him, right? How did how did you meet him?
Okay, so let's clear up that rumor. Um, how I met Snake. This is how I met Snake. Um,
Okay.
oh, I'm not gonna get out of character. I promise. How I met Snake was it's this young boy named Folks. M. Folks. He was lining with Snake, and when he lined with Snake, I was throwing on Folks, and Snake started to address me from me just throwing on him. I was not kind of like paying him any attention at first because some of the things he was saying was kind of disrespectful to the LGBT community. But then I discovered that the boy was actually into the LGBT community because he would come to my page and he would just sit there and he would give. And he said that he saw me in Alizé Live and he finally decided to actually get in my box. So his way of introducing himself to me was totally different from the way he was introducing himself to the other girls. So he actually got into my box and had a conversation with me. Then he ended up sending me his famous news in my inbox, and I was like, "What did you send that
How
for?
long
That don't
how long
grab
did
my
that take?
attention."
How long did it take for
And
you to
I
get
went
that?
after. I want to say literally, it wasn't even. It it
Okay.
had to be right after he left out of
So
my
you
life.
did he DM you? Did he
It
ask
was
you
it
for
was
your
right
number
after
or
he
did
left
he
out of my
DM
life.
you?
He DM me. He DM me in the inbox. You know how I am. I don't respond all the time to DMs in my inbox on Bigo because it be so
Mhm.
many people in my inbox. It's always a lot of people in my inbox. So
Mhm.
he would just come into the live. So I want to say one day he came into the live and he didn't throw nothing on me or anything. And I was like, okay, so you're not gonna speak? Everybody knows how I am. I have like a little snappy attitude. So I'm like, so you just gonna come into my life and don't speak?
Mhm.
So I called him out on his shit. And that's my way of flirting with guys when they come into my life. First of all, you spending a coin You're throwing on me. I'm gonna flirt. I'm gonna give you more attention. I'm gonna feed into that energy because guess what? I'm gaining some profit from
Right.
you being on my platform. So that's how it went about us meeting. I did not know nothing about Alizane. I did not know nothing about all these other people inboxes he was in. I only knew about one other girl inbox that he was in, and she hit me up in my inbox and she told me how he was. She told me. And I was like, baby, calm down. I'm not talking to him like that. It's not even giving that right now. It ain't giving that at all right now. Just calm down. Next thing I know, he done checked her. Boom. On to the.
Okay, so was this
He
a
moved
real
very
woman or
quickly.
a trans girl?
This was her name was Yas. I remember it like it yesterday. Her name is Yasmin Nicole. She is
Okay,
a woman
cool.
of trans
And so when
experience.
when he came
Hmm.
on to you and you gave him your information, what happened then? Did you guys ever meet or anything? Oh,
I didn't give
okay,
him my
sorry.
number. I didn't give him my
Okay,
number.
y'all was
I
talking
gave
through
him my
IG.
IG. Then we started talking through IG. Then we started communicating through from the conversations from IG because how I am, sometimes I don't pay attention to IG. I'll just, if you ain't texting my phone, I really don't pay no mind, especially if I'm live. So then we transition into him actually getting my number, and then we were, he didn't have no phone on at the time.
Hmm.
His phone was not on, and I know his phone wasn't on. I is no
Wow.
shade. Low cut his
Okay,
phone on.
so when you so what did you learn about
Somebody cut
him
his
when y'all
phone on. Yeah,
started
one of them
talking?
cut his phone on. I learned that he is very, 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 very possessive. He's very aggressive. Um, he's a whiner. He whines all the fucking time. Um, he's very protective. He is very jealous. Um, yeah, like that.
But
That's what I
how did
learned
he
from him
explain his criminal
instantly.
background to you?
Instantly. His criminal background was it was car theft, from my knowledge. It was car theft and
Okay.
I don't know what else. I don't want to lie. I remember car theft. Because I know he having a hard time getting his license and stuff like that. So he was not born
Okay.
a woman. That is a man.
Okay.
100%
Did you share
man.
any news with him at any time?
Honestly, no, not at first. I never sent no news to him. He got my information. He got my pictures from where I used to work
Oh.
from a long time ago. He got access to my Twitter, which was I think my last post to my Twitter was in December of
Oh. Wow.
2021.
So he went looking for information on you.
Yeah, he got access
He
to
went
that.
looking for information on you.
Huh?
Wow.
Yep. He was doing that. He was doing that in the beginning. Like he was doing that, and I was just like, bro, why is you doing all that? Like you doing a lot, and you
Wow.
will also see those in the messages. Like everything I'm saying to y'all, I said to him
Wow.
or
So
said to him
when
over the
he
phone.
initially got with Lo, were you and him still talking?
Okay, so let me explain how he got with Lo. What happened was me and Lo got into an altercation. Hold on,
Okay,
wait,
let's go.
we moving
Go
too
ahead.
fast. We moving too fast. During the time that me and Quan was talking, Quan had this weird way of thinking. He thought that I personally, me and my brother Maniac, had something going on. I explained to him, me and Maniac never did anything. So people will mention my ex, the person who used to live with me all the time in my life. So they will mention him. And me personally, everybody knows how I am. I'm going to defend him. Like, don't say too much about him. Kick him. If they're going to mention his name, kick. Because it's a certain level of respect we have for each other. Because one thing about me, I don't never really fall out with my exes like that. A lot of people don't know about, like, another person that I've been with on this app. People don't even really know about it. Because I don't really fall out with people who I deal with because it's like a genuine we fuck with each other. Like they know I'm a ride or die type of chick. A lot of y'all didn't know that. A lot of y'all didn't know what I'm capable of or what I would do to support somebody or to have somebody back. So they have an understanding. They have an understanding and they understand that it's a certain limit that you go and you take. So with him, he felt that me and Maniac had something going on because I would tell him, yo, chill on my brother. Like, I asked both of them, I say, look, y'all both stop mentioning each other. Maniac said, I will. I tell Quan say he will, but soon as someone say something about Maniac in his live, he didn't realize how instantly he would go off and have the whole live focus on Maniac. So that caused Maniac to feel some type of way. He like, this little faggot keep mentioning me. So now Maniac is like, don't ask me not to say nothing about this trans woman again.
Wow.
So I can't do nothing. So every time I'm with my brother or I'm not with my brother, the first thing he says, just like y'all heard him on the video, Candy, you always selling me out.
Wow.
That's the first thing he says. And I'm trying to explain to him, I can't control what you say out your mouth. That I can't control what the next man say out of their mouth. If I ask both of y'all to chill, but you say something, I can't pop you in your mouth and tell you to shut the fuck up, or I can't tell you what to say on your platform, just like I can't tell him what to say on his. So how
Right.
the fuck am I selling you out? What he expected from me was to bow down and kiss his ass, and that's
Can I
not
ask
what
you?
it was gonna give.
Can I ask you a
Right
question?
is right and
At
wrong
any
is
time,
wrong.
did you tell him to refer back to um, that he's supposed to have the House of Virginia? Tell him that he had that because that did come up in a situation that you told him to
Who?
use
Type
use that that Maniac Maniac is supposed to have HIV. You never told him to throw that back at Maniac.
no,
Okay. Okay.
no, and my brother knows that. What happened is Quan tried to make it seem like he didn't know Bigo. Quan watched Bigo. Quan watched me everywhere I went. Quan heard other people say that my brother was
Mm-hmm.
dealing with that situation.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So he used that and he asked me about it, and I was like, my brother, he'll say it himself. He said it. Like you heard him say, like, so what? I take care of myself. I'm good. I'm healthy. So he takes that like Quan has this mindset. He's young. He's childish mind. Like he's not mature to the point where he understands and comprehends the way he's supposed to. And that's why them two gonna continuously bump heads. And that's why if y'all really think about it and y'all really pay close attention to this whole situation, I did not say anything to them bitches until 2 days ago when he threatened me when they lined up with Gucci and they begged me to come up there based off of some fake ass shit that Shayla said out her mouth that I never said to her about him. So all that other time when they was dealing with each other, Candy did not say a fuck ass thing. Candy did not give a fuck. Candy was not pulling up. Candy was nowhere near the pitch. Candy was not hitting him up. Candy didn't say nothing to him. Candy did not do any of that. What got under my skin was for him to get up there and have them pull me up. My girls was like, get over the Gucci life. I'm like, y'all, I'm at work. I said, okay, I'm coming though. I go over to Gucci Live. He said, "Yeah, bring that bitch up. I'll slap that bitch in her face while I'm here in Atlanta. If she says that Shayla said that I showed her on FaceTime him playing in his ass. Bitch, are you fucking shitting me? I didn't even care about the whole playing in the ass part. Only thing that I heard was slap me in my motherfucking face. Bitch, you in Atlanta. You gonna slap me in my face? All right. I'll see you soon. So once I got off from work, I made my way over there. I didn't argue with them. I didn't say a fuck ass thing to them. My sister did not know I was there. I did not know she was here in Atlanta. I went there by myself. I knocked on the door by myself with the help of Rico. Rico told me exactly how to get to the door. Rico sent me the address.
Okay. Okay, but can you tell us how did the situation hit Lodis? How did she get in contact with him? How did that all come together? Thank you, Glitz.
Okay, so his last time. Okay, so the last time when he disrespected me, go to the messages that Ari sent you. The blue
Okay.
side is my side.
Okay.
The gray is him. Do you see that paragraph that I sent you that was sent from the blue side? That's the thread. Do you see that
Yes.
paragraph that I sent in the blue side?
Which
Read it
which
out
one? The
loud.
I
first
think
This
one,
is
the
what I
first
said to
page or the
him.
which
second
one
one?
you talking about? Because the way I sent it to her.
The one with the most writing on it, the
I
blue
says,
side.
I know you love you. Didn't say I was an escort. Is that one?
Oh no, she's talking about the
That's
longer
you.
one, sweets. This one.
No.
Okay. Are you childish?
No,
And this why I'm glad I got out. Which
it
one?
should say something about disrespect.
Okay. No, all no, all men are the same. I'm not gonna sit around and listen to a man beat himself up instead of making shit happen. Men
Yeah, that
always
one.
want us to hold them down to eventually be disrespected and called terrible names when they don't hear what they want to hear. I'd rather be by myself than to fight and when verbally attack when times are hard. I work my ass off and very supportive of whoever I'm with, but what you do when you upset will only cause one of us to be in the grave. So join the hate train. I don't care. I'm built for this.
That was me
Okay.
cutting it off from
And
him.
that was January the 3rd. That was January the 3rd.
So
So he contacted Lowe and said he wanted to do an interview about you.
now
Okay.
it's making sense, right?
Okay. So he want.
So when he got in contact with Lowe, they did the interview, and then that's when I don't know the whole Cammy thing started taking place because guess what? Even after the interview with Lowe, go continue to read.
Okay.
He was still in contact with me. And come to find out, he was trying to talk to her because guess what? I was turning him down. I was like, bro, I'm good. I'm okay. Go ahead, do your shit. Move on. I'm good. This is not what I
Okay. So
want. I'm all right.
you basically left the situation alone, and
I left
he
I
continued
left the
to poke
situation
and
alone.
poke and poke. And so he went on with Lowe. Did he say anything about he was trying? Because I remember in some part of the interview, uh,
No. Not only did he went after Lowe, Lowe went after
okay,
him.
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, Low went after
Because
him.
even on
Yeah,
because even on the
Low
show he
definitely went
kind of
after him.
confused the both of them, I recall. Because he was on Cammy, and Cammy felt like she had a chance, but and now that he was mad, he got
I
mad with
already knew
Low.
about that
He got
one.
mad with
I already
Low.
knew about that one. He sent me the screenshots of Cammy messages, and he was like, "Would I be wrong if I milk her dry?"
What happened?
He said Alizé was broke, and now I think he discovered that
Wow.
Lois
So
broke.
he's running around the app trying to get with the trans girls for money. He don't have a car.
Yes.
So who did he
No.
live with when you met him? He
He
lived with
lived
his
with his
mom?
mom.
Oh wow. Okay.
Uh
Okay.
huh.
That's fair. So he's trying to get his next come up. Do you actually think that after you guys had did what you guys did, did what you did and went over? Yeah, you didn't do
But
anything.
we didn't
You
do
know, like this.
anything. We didn't do anything.
Oh,
I
but
cut
did
that
you
all the
ever
way
meet
off.
him in real life? You never met him
So
in real life.
Oh
I
no.
wanna follow up
Okay.
with I wanna follow up with your question.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so
And
being
when
that
he
you
had the
never met him
opportunity,
in real life, do you feel like you had built some type of connection with him through the phone? Because even when I read the messages, I saw that the word love being used real loosely. So is that like, did you?
yeah. So, girl, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I wasn't saying it like that. He was saying it like
Gift the
that.
panel, please.
But how I feel is to keep him under like not necessarily like keep him from exploding. No shade. I had to kind of like meet him somewhere halfway so it won't be too much on the app. Because if I did something or say something that he didn't like, the first thing he did was run to the app. When he found out about Fred, the first thing he did was run to the app. When he found out about D Black, the first thing he did was run to the app. When he found out about Maniac, the first thing that he did was run to the fucking app. So I was trying to keep him at a minimum by making him feel like, you know what, okay, look, sweetheart, we cool. Yeah, I got love for you too. You know, I care. But it wasn't giving, I want to be with you. I want this, I want that. It wasn't matching the energy he was giving. This nigga was trying to really like do something. How can you do? How you want to get married and do this and do that, bro? You ain't got no job. You ain't working. You can't even
So
get
for
from point A to
Wow.
you,
point
it
B.
seemed like you
So let
wasn't
me
loving him, but it appeared in the text message. It seemed like because I'm trying to understand, was it a love situation from him or was it a using situation? Because I see now that he supposedly loved Low. And so is it a using situation or do you feel like he was using you? Because I saw when you said you sent him stuff.
No, no, no. Let's clear it up.
Mhm.
Anybody who knows me knows I have this big thing for
Okay.
skincare. Skin tight is what I
Okay.
sent him, y'all. $9.89. Homeboy used a razor and had bumps galore. That's why you remember that picture you seen
Oh,
of the
okay.
bump
Okay. Got you.
when I
Okay.
told you that
Okay.
was a
I was
fake?
just trying to understand that
That's what I
part right
sent
there.
him. Yeah.
but also let me
Yeah,
but let me ask you,
it
Candy,
wasn't nothing else.
um, what was the conversation good or something? What is he a good smooth talker?
Girl, let me tell you something. He has a convict
Okay.
conversation. Okay? He hears what he wanna hear.
So jail talk conversation.
Anything else, he tones it out.
Jail talk conversation.
Okay? He knows how, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, he got a jail talk conversation. He knows how to win you over. But he caught on that I wasn't for that. When he caught on that, I had caught on to it, and I was like, "Look, bro, I'm good." Like when you read that message, and I was like, "Look, I'm not with this." That's when he kind of realized, okay, I can't play these games with her. So if you look after that, you'll see all his messages are back to back to back to back, trying to grab my attention. And it was given, I wasn't letting low. I wasn't easing up off him. I'm like,
So
look,
did you?
I'm good. Exactly. He has an institutionalized mentality. He feel like if anybody says something that he don't agree with, they're out after him or they selling him out. And I'm like, bro, that's not how this goes. This is not how it goes. So I was like, look, I'm not saying you can't talk to me. I'm not saying we can't be cool. You could still stay in my family and everything. But I'm good on the relationship thing and stop being so rude to people when they come into my room. And these are people who gift me and you trying to kick them.
Wow, that's interesting. And also, let me ask you something too, Candy. When so most of the time, so how often did you guys talk? Did y'all talk every night on the phone? For how long?
Girl, this man, I'm not even
So
going to
we
lie
can
to
stop the
y'all.
because it's like kind of echoing my tweets.
This
Can you
man
add
will
Manny to
not.
your side? No. Okay. Okay.
Why? Why? No. This is given very much so. It was very much so like the way he did things, like he would FaceTime the whole night, the whole entire night, the whole entire night. And I would sit there with him on the FaceTime.
How
I'll
long
put the
had you
phone
been
down and just go
single?
to sleep.
Yeah.
Who me? That's exactly why I didn't want to add certain people up here because they don't they don't understand the dynamics. I've been
So
single since
since June,
June.
how long have you been talking to him? I'm
I don't
talking
want to talk
about
about him.
um the time. I'm trying to look at the time span of the single and you going into not that relationship.
Oh. I just started talking. I started see y'all getting communicating and actually talking to someone and being with someone mixed up. I started communicating with Quan in December. We never went on a date. We never said it was official. He wanted it to be official, but I
Okay,
said I don't
but so
want that.
you had been single for a while,
You
right?
get what I'm saying?
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I was single for a while,
okay.
a good while. What really made him upset was when he disrespected me for that last time. I had a young man that came into my life, and I know that him and the young man did not like each other. This is
Mhm.
why he's doing what he's doing. He knows D Black and him don't like each other. They
Who is
hate
D
each
Black?
other. They can't stand each other. Me and D Black went. This is this guy. It's this guy. Him and D Black don't like each other. So I knew going on a date with D Black was gonna make him mad. So I went on a date with D Black, and while on the date with D Black, we end up
How
kissing,
did he
and
know?
that made him really really
You
mad
told him?
because I did it on live.
Wow, wow.
He called me a bitch. He was being disrespectful. I wanted him to understand that you gotta understand you can't disrespect me and call me a bitch and expect me like to just bow down. Like it's men out here who are willing to take me out. It's men out here who's willing to, make me feel special. And you sitting here and you're trying to mistreat me.
Okay. So
This
let
is
me ask
why
you a
I don't
question.
want to be with you.
There's a
Okay, faith, y'all. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all gotta understand. That's how I separate me falling out with people who I fuck with, and keep our relationship in a good space. Because I don't like certain people interviewing me. Wow, because it's certain boundaries
okay.
I don't
So
like to cross, and that's just how it gonna be. Content, get that content other way else. They get content off of us all the time anyway. So it's cool. I done heard everything everybody had to say and I took it and it is what it is. But if I do that, it's an issue. Candy, I look at you in a certain perspective. I look at you at a certain sense. No, I just don't want that. So don't ask me again.
And so after the
But go
interview was said
ahead.
with Lowe and all of this, because I see exactly what he was doing before he even got with Lowe, because I watched it. And a lot of time before he got with Lowe, he said he had was talking to Kimmy to try to make you mad. So it was like a tit for tat thing with him. So with that being said, I definitely can see him trying to go over here to make her mad, make you mad on the situation. Now it got to the point to where you wanted to go and do whatever you wanted to do with Low. Go ahead.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, wait. Let me explain something to you about that. Lo thought she was eating it up on my time because she felt like I was sleeping with Rico while Rico was here.
Mhm.
I never slept with Rico. So she thought that was her moment to get at me. Okay. Also, prior to that, prior to that, Lo and I have been running into each other and bumping heads
Mhm.
since she been in Mexico. All on the strength of her just can't take it. All on the strength of her, the Maniac and Deezy situation.
Wow. Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So it's been an ongoing thing. I paid her so many times. I could have been at so many occasions and paid her. You see what I'm saying? But I let it go. I let it go. Oh yeah, but you've been bringing me up all day. You've been bringing up this whole incident all day. Don't forget this Bigo, right? Because that's the recordings I'm getting. This Bigo. So your content is your content. I can say what the fuck I want to say on my platform, right? Take my drink. I'm just doing what people do to me. Am I right? I'm Candy Speaks right now. So I'm not a go girl. I'm just doing what people do to me. I'm letting go of all that loyalty that I have for motherfuckers. Even though I ride, but bitches ain't riding for me. Bitches saying, "Oh, bitch, I'll call the police. I'll do this. I'll do that." At the end of the day, it is what it is. Like I said, it ain't never been over no nigga. And I ain't wanting to get to this point. Somebody told me in the comments, "Don't let it come out of me." It ain't never been over no nigga. It's over the fact that you said you was gonna slap me. It wasn't Low. It was him. He said he was gonna hit me in my face. No, baby, you in Atlanta. I could pull up on you. I could have easily sat up there and I could have easily went back and forth with his bitch ass.
Keep it cute keep it.
Why?
And man, make sure they
Why
keep
should
it
I go
cute
back
on
and
my
forth
side
with you?
and not be disrespectful. Because if they're gonna be disrespectful, kick them out. Because y'all know we don't even do it like that. We don't even get down like that. Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like why would I sit here and go back and forth with you
Candy, so we could,
Right.
when
Candy, I
you're
want
right here
before we
in
get to
Atlanta?
that point, I wanted to
And
clear up
then
some other stuff first. Okay, when you just was talking, I need, I guess Sweets, because
go
Sweets asked the
ahead.
question, but you didn't kind of answer it. Was there any point that you did gain some type of feelings for him?
I felt like he was cool at first. And honestly, how I am, I'm a Pisces. So how I am, I clinch to people in their situation. You get what I'm saying? I understood where he was coming from. I understand what it means to be institutionalized. Everybody who knows me know my daddy was in prison his whole entire life. So I lost my dad in prison. So I know how that shit feel. And I know how it feel when you out and people not really fucking with you the way you expected them to fuck with you,
Okay.
which was his family. So the conversations we would have, it was basically to try to uplift him. So yeah, it got to the point where we would have some little heart to heart conversations. Now
No,
I'm
no,
not gonna sit here and say I'm in love.
that's why
I
I
was
said
in love
feelings.
with
That's why I
him.
didn't use the word love at all.
That's not what it is. No, since you know you was there, you
No,
felt the energy
we
when
were
I was
going to
at
get
that
there.
place.
That's why I asked the
If I
question
would have
I asked
said,
you so we
Quan,
could get
open,
there. But I
get
was
your
trying to take
shit,
it step by
open.
step.
Exactly. If I would have said, Quan, pack your shit, open this door, and let's go, he would have did it. He would
Okay.
have fucking did it.
So at any point where he's supposed,
So
go
in
ahead,
your text messages,
go
the
ahead.
part where it say, okay, that's why we're not together. When people are in relationships, they don't disrespect the people if they really love the person. So at that part of the, like when you was saying that part of the conversation, was y'all like trying to work on a relationship or
Yeah, we was trying to work on building a friendship because he would always say he loves me, 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 he loves me. He would continuously say that, and I'm like, how can you say you love somebody but you always disrespecting them? Didn't you just post a picture of me when you supposed to so-called being in love on Bigo and talking shit about me? So please explain to me how that's love. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's not how y'all thinking it is. It may look that way because I know for a fact if I didn't say certain things, this nigga would take it a certain type of way and he will blow it
okay,
up on
so
Bigo.
when we fast forward to the situation of you going to Low House, what what made you go before I
Hmm.
even got to Atlanta? What made you go?
What made me go was before before I went, before everything was said, Quan tried to hit me up when he got here. Quan was trying to cop plea with me. Quan wanted to see me. It was a short conversation, and then for you to turn around because I tell you I'm doing something, I'm at work. For you to turn around and I'm telling you you fucking with my op. Then for me to turn around and hear you say on live, and my girl tell me to come to this live, that you will slap me in my face if I say out my mouth
So
what
correct me if
Shayla
I'm
said was
wrong. It
true,
kind of
it pissed me off.
it kind of hurted your feelings, but you just didn't let your feelings get involved. You just got pissed off instead. Okay.
Yeah, because this nigga just hit me up while he was
No, I just
here.
want because I'm going to ask you questions,
Ain't
so
you here with
therefore
the
it can
other
be a little
bitch?
bit more clear to the people because I think they feel like you're trying to deflect. So I want to ask the direct questions that I know
Yeah,
that they
you see what
want
I'm
to ask
saying?
you. So
Well, you ain't you? Yeah, yeah. That's what it is. Ain't you just hit me up? Ain't you just try to explain to me why you interview, why you with her, why you even gave her any attention, and now you're sitting here flexing in front of her and then flexing in front of everybody else that you would slap me in my motherfucking face? It wasn't even about Low. It was about the whole respect thing. It wasn't even about him. It was about with her. It's not even about him. I just want to beat
Yeah.
that bitch ass because of her mouth and
Let me
all the
ask you
shit she was
something, Candy.
saying about me.
Now, let's. You also stated about Rico. What was it about you and Rico before her?
And that's exactly why. Um, Rico was
Right.
way before all this, way before Mother Kitty, way before all these people. We have a friendship that
Okay.
is just it is what it is. Rico still have a young mindset too, so it's like boom,
Correct
I
me if
deal
I'm
with you
wrong, because
accordingly.
when he left your house and went to her house, right?
He did come over here because he
Oh,
came over here to wash my dog, Shady, because I
okay.
don't I don't like washing Shady. and I didn't want to ask my ex because me and he was not we're not in the best of terms. So he
Okay,
came
and
over
when
here to
he
watch my dog.
when you got back, was he to leave, or were y'all not gonna be together, or what was that like? Rico.
Oh, me
Oh,
and
he
Rico
was
would
just
never
staying
be in
over
a
your house at the
relationship.
time, right? Oh,
Rico
and
stayed the night. One night, he watched my dog and
Well, let's
stayed the
be fair.
night, and then he went to a job
and then he
interview
Did he
went.
the
eat your ass
next
that night,
morning.
or that was a different night?
He was staying for great parts.
Okay. I mean, you was trying to dance around
It
it,
was
so
that
I just wanted to be
night.
a little bit clear because you was trying to dance around it. You said y'all didn't do nothing that night. Okay. Okay.
It was that night.
Okay,
It was that
and
night.
because it came out that he was at your house first, so I know she could have probably taken offense to that, and then he came to your house.
But that was before her.
But
That was
this time when he
before her
came back
dog.
to Atlanta, when
That
he
was
went
before
with her, he
her.
was at your house first. Rico. So
Yeah, Rico.
that
Yeah.
she could have had some.
He didn't say no. Rico was staying with Ray Potts. Rico came over
Okay,
to wash my
that's
dog
it.
for me. That's it.
Okay.
And he went back to Ray Potts' house. Now what happened after Ray Potts' house? I don't know. I didn't really invest much time into it. Next thing I know, he was with Lowe. And I told him, baby, I don't mean you no harm. And he'll vouch and he'll tell y'all. I was like, look, I ain't got time to be beefing with bitches. Block me out your
Period.
phone, cause I'm blocking you. Cause I don't want that girl thinking it's
Okay.
nothing between us. And that's how that was. He was like, nah, Candy, really? And I was like, yes.
Period.
Rico just recently
Okay.
got
So let's
unblocked.
get to the breaking point.
Maniac, why you want to be so messy? Why don't you just go do your own platform? Respectfully.
Okay, we're gonna let
Okay,
Sweet
y'all
do
can bring
it.
Maniac up. Bring
No,
Maniac
girl, how the
up.
hell you
Bring
gonna do that in
Maniac
this
up,
your
and I'll
damn
just
interview?
drop. I'll just drop. My
What's
point
Maniac name?
exactly.
No, 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 because she's gonna drop.
I'm telling
Who?
you, I'm gonna
Candy's
drop.
gonna drop if you bring him up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's gonna drop.
I,
Okay, because somebody said in the comments when I asked her the question
Oh,
about her and
okay, I was
Rico.
just wondering. It be so and it's funny how he's begging to come up so me and him could get into it. Cause I'm feeling like that's what he wants. So you know what? Let's just call this brother and sister shit. Let's call it. Let's wipe our hands with it. Now you come on up if it's worth that much for you to get beans. So bring him up. Bring him up. Because all this shit really is surrender around him and how him and the boy didn't like each other.
I mean, I'll do it.
So bring him up.
I'll do it.
It's worth that much to
But
him
this,
for
I'll do
fucking
it for
beans.
you.
but
This what I'm
then
telling
I feel
y'all.
like then it's gonna
That's what I
go.
mean
Then it's
about
gonna go
niggas don't
left. It's
realize
gonna go
they don't
left.
realize the
It's gonna go
true meaning
left.
behind loyalty.
No,
Exactly. That's
no,
why I didn't want him coming up here.
no, because it's gonna go
He'd
left. It's
rather
gonna go
come up here
left.
to collect
It's gonna go left.
beans
Let it go.
and to be
No, it's gonna go
seen.
left. It's gonna go left.
Like, if that's the case, I would
Oh
have
my.
did a whole fucking interview about you shooting behind Dizzy and being locked up. When everybody else was king, I would have did that. But no, I kept my loyalty with the people who I fuck with. And didn't say nothing. But you so eager to come the fuck up here. This is what I'm talking about.
A lot.
This the weird shit that I'm talking about on this app. The same weird shit that
If
you going through with
Sweet,
fucking
no,
Lowe.
Sweet is gonna add you,
This
but
what I'm talking about. Why you fucking friends and why people who you feel like you can trust and depend on be the main ones that want to come the fuck up when it's something surrendering around a person who they supposed to give a fuck about. Are y'all gonna make? Is you
what
gonna
is it?
make sure you can call her? Did you call her to make sure I was good? Did you call her to make sure you know this nigga ain't fucking try me? And she did exactly. motherfuckers want content. They weird. They weird. My point exactly. Weird. Why the fuck do my brother wanna come up here and
Calm down.
interview his sister? Just like if I talk to him about something on the back end, if I have a conversation with you about something on the back end, why ask me the same fucking question in front of 4.5K people that we don't talk about on the back end? That means you want the 4.5K people to know the same shit that you already know on the back end. Right or wrong? That means you trying to stir some shit up. That means you want to put it out there. Right or wrong? Who's the first person to go live and say, I got the tea? Get me to my motherfucker. Get me to a certain amount of beans, and I'm going to tell y'all what's going on. It was him. But when I
No.
get phone calls and when I got things in regards to him, I didn't bring my ass on Bigo, and I didn't say, okay, y'all get me to a certain amount of stars, and I'm gonna spill the tea. But you know what? Everybody's loyalty ain't the same. Everybody don't see shit the same. And Ari, if you answer
Listen,
that
I'm not
phone
gonna put him on
again
speakerphone. I'm not gonna put him on
with
speakerphone.
that nigga, I don't even care to hear it. Because according to what we heard earlier, he tried you earlier. Y'all gotta
Wait,
stop
what
letting
happened?
that shit pass. I'm so serious. Some people take their friends and their loyalty with their friends to a whole nother
No,
fucking
what you
level.
say? You said he caught? What happened?
Y'all really think if something would have happened to this nigga, I'm not gonna pull up and be beside him? Man, fuck that shit. And fuck that shit that he's talking about. If he want to collect his beans and he want to sell his soul and sell a true friendship, by all means, do that shit. Go ahead. Run motherfucking maniac mess or whatever you call that shit. Go do your shit.
And
Talk
let's be
about this.
fair. If I would have answered the
Get
phone,
your
she would
beans,
have dropped,
sweetheart.
and I don't want her to drop.
Because when this app, no. We not going to be fair. We're going to be fair about it because I'm finally being fair and I'm finally speaking up because I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of niggas feeling like, oh, only their fucking feelings motherfuckers should be taken in consideration. Only when shit go down with them, people got to walk on fucking eggshells to show
I
they
don't have a ring
respect and
like
they
you,
loyalty
dumbass
to
bitch.
them.
Anybody who say anything disrespectful, get them the fuck out of here. Cause I don't even have a ring like you, stupid fuck bitch. Shut the fuck up. Um, I need
You
you
know
to
what,
get
y'all?
back on
Listen,
track.
I'm good. I don't even want to listen, sis. It's no
So
disrespect to nobody. This shit on this app is dead to me. However, I get these bitches, y'all gonna know I don't need nobody to stand beside me. Run that shit and do what the fuck y'all want to do. But all these other motherfuckers on this app, these people who so-called say they friends and shit, I wouldn't give a fuck if you get hit by a motherfucking 18-wheeler. Don't call my phone because y'all some weird ass bitches. Bitches know my number has changed and ain't reach out and try to figure out what's going on. Before I had to change my number because bitches calling my job. Bitches wasn't checking on me. They'd rather be up here and figuring out how they gonna do this and how they gonna do that. What tea they gonna spill next? Y'all, that shit weird as fuck. Y'all bitches need to understand the difference between a real bitch who gonna have your fucking back. Cause y'all done had all these fake ass, phony ass fucking friends. Now some of y'all bitches just fake and fucking phony. And y'all don't even recognize real when y'all fucking see it. And that's on everything. It's funny how a nigga could sit there and watch a bitch or somebody come at somebody, and guess what? The first thing they do, they line the person you just get into a fucking altercation with. Because guess what? It's maniac with the meds. Or it's this or it's that. Not realizing, oh, she could have been doing the same thing. when everybody was tearing into your ass. When you feel some type of way, I was sitting on this shit all fucking day. And the first thing I see is his ass down there, bring me up. I could have did a better interview than this. Or sis, I try to call your phone, your number changed. Or sis, I text you, I ain't get no text back. None of those was written down there. But the first thing you say, bring me up. Or sis, is something going on with your job? Because these bitches calling your job? Make it make sense. Now, mind you, I'm the same person that done been in this man's house, that done been in my house. I done cooked for you. I done met your mom. I done met your sweet sister. I done met your nieces. I'm crying because you in the fucking jail and I can't do a fuck ass thing about it. And the first thing I see, you want to interview me. Knowing how the dynamic between me and your relationship is. Man, y'all heavy. I'm so over it that I don't even give a fuck about getting back at Low. Because at the end of the day, let me tell y'all something. I'm blessed and I'm covered. I'm just sick and tired of people trying me. My anger towards Low is not just towards Low. It's based off of all this weird ass shit I see every single fucking day. If y'all notice, Candace don't go live at work no more. Candace can't even be on live no longer than 2 hours no more. Cause this shit's starting to disgust the fuck out of me. I hope this app crash and motherfucking burn. Y'all bitches ain't gonna have nobody to turn to because this app done turned anybody who had y'all best interest at heart against you. I don't fuck with nobody in Atlanta. That's the only fucking nigga I felt comfortable calling if something went fucking wrong.
Maniac.
And now I feel like I can't fucking call him or trust him without it getting back to the fucking app. I call him and tell him where the fuck I'm at. He told me to drop his location. I go to Big O to see if this bitch on live. I see him at the top. And I hear him saying, bring me up. It's happening. The fuck? Come on. Like, sweet, love you down. Sorry we had fell out. Ari, I appreciate you for having my
We
fucking back.
we didn't finish it
I
though.
really, really do. You
Why we
you
didn't
didn't
finish
even
it,
have to
Candy?
cause I'm so seriously I'm to the point I can't even be on this shit. Cause I'm so
Oh,
disgusted to the point where my heart is really hurting. And it's the fact that I said, listen, pay it. No, don't bring him up. And I continue to see someone asking, and then I continue to see him putting
why do
his
you think?
Big O ID down.
Why do you think he wants to
So
get up?
have the
He probably
conversation.
wanted to defend you.
Wait,
I
no, he don't.
it's something dealing with.
No,
I
he don't.
know when he went to jail. I guess Candy's supposed to did an interview while he was in jail with somebody he was beefing with, and that's why I just said don't bring him up because I knew it was gonna go live.
No, 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 no. That's not true. Can't even do no interview with nobody. That's a lie. Now that's showing me that he will lie. But my girls who been in here, who did I do an interview with? Tell me, who did I do an interview with?
But they said nobody.
I'm sitting here about to fight DZ and Low because of this man. Because they were disrespecting him so much.
So you don't think he's been reciprocating the same loyalty towards you?
I don't expect nobody to fight my battles for me. That's one thing I don't do. But what I'm saying is, as far as being a friend and as far as being there, you're not there. You're there only when I can win
I mean,
benefit
what
you.
you're saying is valid. I hear you. I
This
hear
right
you.
here benefits him.
I hear you. I hear you.
And it's a difference. It's I guarantee you, sweets, it's a difference. You and Love have a friendship, but me and Maniac, we had something more than a friendship. We don't went out to eat together more than a numerous of times. We've
What
been
did he
around
say
each
about
other
this interview?
numerous of times. Ask me how many times Maniac called my phone since all this stuff took place. Besides getting in my box that last time to tell me go home. All right, how many times have he reached out to you?
I'm calling bullshit on the motherfucking play at this motherfucking point. She didn't want Maniac to get up there because he was going to speak his motherfucking shit. I'm so sick of Candy coming up and getting us all hooked the fuck up in and drawed in and then pulling all the way the fuck back. Why the fuck we couldn't get back on track? So Maniac came in and just shut her up and gagged her. Go ahead and line Maniac Sweets.
I don't.
He
Okay.
lied.
Okay. Tell him lie me. Go tell him my big O. Tell him my big O ID. I don't know why she, but you know, whew, so much. Oh my God.